Hey, what's going on everyone? In this video, I just do not understand why anybody would want to buy the Flux Legion from SIG over building one. Coming up. Okay, first things first, we are clear. There are no rounds in either magazines. And YouTube, I am not selling anything and I am not being paid by any of these manufacturers. I am not advertising anything. I am just giving my experience and my opinion. So I know I'm not gonna make any friends with this video. These are my opinions and my opinions alone. I just don't understand where the Flux Legion, directly from SIG, falls into. Like, I just don't understand why anybody would buy that over building one themselves. The Flux Legion, I'm sure you've seen it, and there's plenty of videos on it, is the Flux Raider with the P320 Legion parts already installed. You're getting it right from SIG. But you are paying a premium. So I've seen two prices. The most common is $1,500 plus tax and a transfer fee, most likely, unless you find it at your local gun store. With tax, I mean, you're easily at $1,600. On Grab a Gun, I saw it for $1,700. Plus, you're gonna most likely pay tax and a transfer fee. What I have into this guy right here, with optic, light, and everything, is $1,880. So why the Flux Legion? Like, I don't understand it. One of the things that really bothers me about the Flux Legion, other than the price, is the slide and barrel combination that they chose to go with. They chose to go with a 4.7-inch slide and a 3.9-inch barrel. And then it's got an integral comp built into the slide. Think of it as being the length without the comp here. Well, for me, I can't stand the fact that it stops short of the end of the chassis here. So does that make sense there? Hopefully that makes sense, that the slide ends before the end of the chassis and then the barrel stops even shorter than that. So you're probably talking a barrel that stops a full 2 inches shy of the end of the chassis. Now, this is not a dig on Flux or the Raider or whatever. They wouldn't be able to go any shorter, for one, because of the, you wouldn't be able to mount a light to it. And they shouldn't have to. SIG makes the parts to put something longer on there. I just don't understand why they went with a short slide and an even shorter barrel. Now, I think the 4.7-inch slide is the longest slide they make for the P320, but the barrel that I have in here is a 5.5-inch threaded barrel from SIG. So SIG makes a 5.5-inch barrel. So having that short slide and short barrel, it just doesn't make sense to me. I don't like it. Again, that is my opinion and I am allowed to have it. But then, on top of that, you're talking about a higher price than you would pay compared to building it. So if you were to build the base gun, so no light, no optic, just the base gun, we're talking the chassis, the P320, and I went ahead and threw in the price of the flat trigger because the Flux Legion comes with a flat trigger, the 5.5-inch threaded barrel, and a comp. You'd be at $1,315. And that's tax and everything, so $1,315. Add in two 30-round mags, which P320 usually comes with mags, but let's just add in the two 30-round mags so that you're a little bit more equivalent to what the Legion comes with, and now you're at $1,425. You are still in the neighborhood of $200 lower when you add in tax and transfer fee for the Flux Legion. That's $200 that you could put into an optic or light. So I just don't understand where that falls into. Are you willing to pay another $200 because it's gray? I prefer FDE over gray. I wouldn't want to pay $200 extra just to get gray. Okay, so the Flux Legion comes with a skeletonized trigger, and this one is not skeletonized. Well, this trigger cost $43, and the skeletonized one is $62. So, again, like, I just don't understand where the Flux Legion falls. Like why the Flux Legion over building something? Maybe because the Flux Legion is easier for you to get a hold of, and the Raider chassis have been pretty hit and miss, kind of challenging to get hold of. They've changed their website, so now you can be notified when they come in stock. That's how I got mine. I've been notified twice that they came in stock. The last time I didn't have the funds in order to make the purchase. This last time I said, screw it, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger and get me one. And that's what I did. That's how I got this one. That's my opinion. I would rather build one and have it more along my likings than buying the Flux Legion. I'm just not a fan. I've left comments on like Instagram and stuff like that of the Flux Legion being like, I don't care for the short slide and barrel. And people are like, oh, you can just change out the slide and barrel. Why would I pay $1,500, $1,600, $1,700 on the Flux Legion just to change out the slide and barrel? Are you stupid? That just doesn't make sense to me. Like, what? I'm happy I built it. I wouldn't go any other way. The Flux Legion, swing and a miss. I also did a video on the build, so you can go check that out. If you want to know the parts that I use, check out that video on Rumble. And if you don't like how random and all over the place my content is, what can I say? Don't subscribe. If you don't mind it, then please do subscribe. Helps the channel out, and it may show my content to other people that otherwise wouldn't have seen it. So that's it for this video. We'll catch you on the next project. See ya.